Alright, here we go. Welcome to Weenus Studios. I am Weenus. We are going to get into a replay cast here for Div C West. We have Periloot versus Lurk Patrol. So this is a replay, so there will be no draft. Let me see here who was picked. Alright, looks pretty spicy. Let's just get into it. Let's get into game one. Chickens, thank you for being here. Let's get this started. Shall we? To the game. Alright, here we go. On the left-hand side, we have Periloot, where we have Orgel Booster playing Chromie. We have Swill playing Johanna. We have Evilmar. Oh, Livmar, sorry, playing Phoenix, and we have Helio playing Whitemane, and in the top lane, we have Toasty playing on Varian. On the right-hand side, this is Lurk Patrol with Gunny playing Muradin. We have High Def playing Sylvanas, Bickle playing Jaina, Ector on that Anna, and in the bottom lane, Harnock playing Artanis. Alright. Spicy, spicy. Let's get into it. Alright. Already Lurk Patrol is doing a little bit of sneaky action up in the top. And it's a little bit reversed. I have 4 in the top versus Toasty. And it's mirrored down in the bottom. So I guess it's going to be a race to see who can get more of this damage in on the siege of these towers and this gate. Backing off just a little bit there. Maybe Artanis will get a sweet swap. Who knows? We will find out shortly. High King's Quest chosen for Varian. Let's see, anything else interesting? Okay, yeah, we got advanced targeting from Phoenix. Going to be stacking that up there. Artanis getting a little bit low. It's going to back off. And now it looks like we might see a little bit of redistribution as Chromie starts heading up towards top. Camps are now spawned and on the map. Both of the towers and this front gate have all been taken down at the top. A little more progress made by Lurk Patrol in that standoff than Periloot. But we're going to see an early bruiser camp. Nope, we are not going to see an early bruiser camp. Just rotating through. Oh, maybe we will. There is the ping. Maybe we'll pick that up later. All right, a little bit of changing lanes here. Looks like Chromie's going to go and head up to the top. Stacking that once again, the first time. All right, trying to stack up that Sandblast. We're going to see the siege camp here picked up. Possibly invaded, but it's going to go over to Lurk Patrol. They should be able to stand on that and take it. Very close, though. Slight XP advantage at this point for Lurk Patrol. Hitting 3s just a little bit before Periloot. Alright, so now we see more of a normal matchup in the bottom. We see Varian and Artanis duking it out down there. Let's see just a little back and forth spar up here at the top. Thinking about these camps. And it will be started here by Lurk Patrol. Leaving Muradin to hang out in this top lane. All by his lonesome. Holding the lane, just soaking what he can. 1,000 damage already for Jaina on that Frostbite. Bippity bippity boppity bubble. Immortals will be spawning soon. 25 seconds. Holding on this camp, trying to get a little more value out of that. As we see the pings for Periloot trying to work on their own bruiser camp. Let's see if Lurk Patrol starts on their Immortal first. Oh, it looks like they're not getting in position to shred on the Immortal right away. They have taken their camp, though. It looks like they're trying to maybe get a little bit of pressure, clear maybe one more lane in the top. Taking a defensive position at the very start here. And now they're splitting off to their respective engagements. A nice swap onto Varian. Varian's taking a lot of damage, and Toasty will go down. First blood going over to Lurk Patrol. And it's about tied. I mean, it's close. It's very, very close as far as the shred count. So we're going to rotate here, take out this camp. Lurk Patrol is going to clear that. while the Immortal is jumped on immediately by Periloot, so they're gonna probably be able to take this first Immortal, no problem. See what kind of push is left with this camp. An interesting decision there. I mean, the first Immortal doesn't do a whole lot of damage to your structures. It's a little bit weaker. So that camp left alone up there did get some progress made. So interesting decision by Lurk Patrol. It may have been the better. I guess we'll see how much value this first Immortal gets in the top lane. Still, you know, pretty much all of the lane left, or all of the, I'm sorry, structures left. So we'll see what kind of burn Lurk Patrol puts on this and how much value Periloot gets. Johanna pulling everybody back in. Muradin taking quite a bit of damage, but getting good heals from Ector there. 8 stacks of Stormbolt already. The Immortal is already halfway down, but the second tower is about to fall. It looks like that's going to be all they get. Maybe here comes some more damage here onto this fort. A little bit there. All right, so got about maybe a fifth or so of that fort. So switch up again in the bottom. Now it's Phoenix versus Artanis. Both teams now about tied at 7. The siege camp once again going to get picked up here by Lurk Patrol. There we go. There's the Varian Artanis matchup we love to see. Did Artanis go? Yeah. Amateur opponent. Doing a lot more damage. Ooh, a nice interrupt on that jump from Muradin. Muradin's going to have trouble getting away. Maybe takes some damage, tanks it like a champ, and walks it off. 10 stacks of advanced targeting. Looking for 30. Get that extra rotation. A little back and forth. Structural advantage, I think, is still going over to Lurk Patrol at this point. Although Varian, let's check in with Varian. Yeah, going Wind Blades, so that'll give him a lot of sustain, and if left alone, can do a lot of damage. Ooh, we may see a gank opportunity here coming down. I think Toasty realizes what's happening. Oh, maybe not. He's playing it safe on his side of the map, and that gank will not connect. So, nice, nice protection there. Toasty giving yourself a little bit some leeway not getting ganked there. That would have been a little bit rough. Immortal spawning in 12 seconds. It's camp time here for Lurk Patrol. They're doing really well picking up all these camps and making sure that pressure continues, especially during the Immortal spawn. Periloot setting up for Shred, and we're going to see a defense here, at least a little bit, from Lurk Patrol. Ector getting very, very low. Ana getting dove on. Varian fighting his way in there, but Varian will be the first to fall in this engagement, but Artanis is very, very low as well. But so many members of Periloot as Artanis and Phoenix drop. Johanna's running, trying to get away. Ooh, but Helio is so low as well. Johanna does succumb to the damage. Ooh, as well as Chromie, and can Whitemane get away? Oh, Gunny, do you have the jump and the stun? No. Alright, so Whitemane will get away, but that is a big victory there for Lurk Patrol. As they hit 10s, they're still selecting some of them. Ana's going to pick the Nana Boost, Ring of Frost on Jaina, Purifier Beam on Artanis, Wailing Arrow on Sylvanas, and Avatar from that Muradin. Alright, that was a good play. Well done. Halftime show has arrived. Still no 10s yet for Periloot, as the defense symbol is pinged to the rest of the crew there. All the camps have been cleared out, so none of those are marching in the other lanes. So this could be a standoff for a while. Looking for the swap. Gets a big swap onto Phoenix. Phoenix able to teleport on out of there. Varian going in on the back line. There's the beam. And watch out, Artanis taking too much damage as Ring comes down and catches 2. Securing that kill onto Phoenix. Varian very low, having to back on out of there. Muradin very low, as well as Jaina. So everyone's just kind of heal up a little bit. Jaina's going to go reset all the way back to base. Still a large advantage in this race for Lurk Patrol. Maybe camps are going to get picked up at this time. I'm not sure. Muradin's going to back out. It's going to do a little bit of clearing, as is Varian. As we see this next engagement, Periloot sneaking up, getting some damage in. But here comes the rest of Lurk Patrol, and they are ready to fight. Murden on the engage, chasing onto Whitemane. Whitemane with a nice swap by Artanis will fall. Varian out. Oh, here we go. 10's now up for Periloot as we see Salvo coming out. And we've seen the Slowing Sands, Shield Wall, Blessed Shield, and Scarlet Aegis are the selected heroic talents at this point. Alright, so down a man. It's going to be the engage here from Lurk Patrol. Phoenix putting in a lot of damage on the outside, and it's Artanis, both the tanks, Murden as well, both go down. I don't think they're going to be able to finish this right now, and Lurk Patrol are getting chased a little bit here by Periloot. Almost a 13k now for Jaina's Frostbite. Rotations 26 for advanced targeting. Waiting for the rest of their members to respawn. Lurk Patrol is going to take this cruiser camp. Hopefully have a chance to re-engage back on this, but it's a fast burn from Periloot. And they may just win this Immortal. Big comeback Immortal race. Oh, a nice dodge of the stun there by Phoenix. That was close. So the cruiser camp is picked up by Lurk Patrol, so that will give them a little bit of push in the top lane, as the Immortal is going to be going to the bottom, but Varian will probably clear that up. Both teams still just about tied as far as XP. Slight advantage to Lurk Patrol, but that'll probably get evened up after this push. Once again, no towers, no gate, so this Immortal is going to plop right onto this fort. It doesn't have a ton of shield, but it will probably get at least this fort. Ooh, beam going out onto Toasty, but not getting a kill there, as this bottom fort does drop on down. The Immortal has quite a bit of health left, and it looks like we dropped the top fort there. Murden taking a lot of damage, going to back off and tap in one smooth, fluid moment. Out comes Ring, taking a lot of damage. Salvo comes out. It doesn't look like it goes off, though, as well as Sands. And it's going to be Phoenix who drops. And it's going to be Lurk Patrol chasing. See if they can get some extra kills. Chromie in a bad spot. Not going to be able to survive that. Johanna on the run. Johanna on the run. Alright, Siege Camp. Oh, I missed it in the top. Looks like Varian got the kill onto Artanis in the top lane. Still a lot of pressure been pushing up there with that fort going down. So, like, it was pretty much almost the same amount of... Looks like they got a little bit more value in the bottom with that Immortal. But still, Artanis pushing a lot up in the top lane. Will be responding as the push continues with this camp in the bottom. Lurk Patrol looking to get a little more damage in here. Chromie is back up and is returning to the rest of the team. Completed once again the first time. I want to say for the first time, but that's not it. Quest completed there. Varian's got 2 of 3 of the High King's quest finished as well. Cruiser camp being looked at hard with the stink eye from Periloot. They want that, and they're going to get it. 32 advanced targeting, so we've hit the threshold there for that extra rotation. 102 of Unfurling Shadows from Sylvanas. Let's see, anything else? 22 stacks of Stormbolt from Murden. Maybe we'll switch over some other stats here. Some XP totals here. Varian, 11k. As we get into the next Immortal fights here. Alright, both teams shredding away. Well, it's going to be close. Advantage here, though, to Periloot. They got a little more damage in. Oh, no, that's the other way around. Advantage to Lurk Patrol. The math here always confuses me. Defensive position being taken up here by Lurk Patrol. But in comes Periloot. They're getting those rotations in. A lot of damage going out onto Varian. But that salvo will take out Artanis. And that will make it a 5v4, making it very hard for Lurk Patrol to re-engage on this. And this Mortal is going to go over to Periloot, as well as their camp. which was pushing for quite a while, is going to try to get cleaned up here by Sylvanas, but Sylvanas has to back up just a little bit, taking a lot of damage. Gonna have to defend against this because the shaman, man, will just keep spawning and keep ripping into your forts. Although Varian's pushing with, so this is going to be pretty precarious for this bottom keep down here with the wind blades. Artanis is going to try and deal with it, but in the top lane, the Immortal continues to push. There goes that top fort. Artanis chasing Toasty around. Johanna taking a lot of damage. Murden popping Avatar. And this bottom keep. Ooh, Murden taking too much damage and goes down. This bottom keep holding on by a thread. This Immortal just keeps on going. He's ready to rock and roll. He's got about maybe a fifth of his health left. But they might be able to get this keep in a double keep push. Yeah, they do get it. They are still down Murden, so I mean this bottom keep is so low. Periloot is going to rotate down and just finish it off. Getting that pushing pressure in both lanes. There it goes. Artanis taking a lot of damage though. It's going to back on off as this camp is stolen by Periloot. So Periloot splitting there, taking the fort, no problem, taking the keep rather, but also getting that camp. Maybe staying a little bit too long though. We'll see as this engage continues. Lurk Patrol looking to get something here, not wanting to fight out too far though. All right, about a full level lead, a little less, going over to Periloot. In this game, they have both the keeps down from Lurk Patrol, so they're a little bit in control of this game so far. Grabbing that siege camp bottom. Couple resets happening. Chromie's gonna go back, as well as Johanna. Get that mana and health back up, and now they're gonna rotate again, taking everything on the map that they can. They're gonna grab the siege camp right there. A lot of lane cleanup is gonna have to happen here for Lurk Patrol. They're always going to have that pressure pushing, and since they don't have as much map control, they're also going to have to clean up these camps that Periloot keeps popping up. 15 seconds for the next Immortal spawn. One thing about this map, though, is, you know, in late game, if you get a 5-man wipe, it can be devastating. You push with that Immortal when it gets really, really strong, and it can be game ending. It does help to have camps pushing in other lanes, creating pressure, though, and that's exactly what Periloot is doing. Immortals are up. Defensive position being taken here by Lurk Patrol. They kind of need to engage. They don't want to draw this out because there's camps pushing. And they don't have Artanis either, so I guess they're waiting for Artanis to clear out that camp and then maybe come back down and make this a fair fight. But right now, it's a 4v5. Sands come on down. Create a little bit of a safety net there for Periloot as they're chunking down the Immortal from a little bit of a distance. And here comes Artanis, so this is now their chance to engage. There is a camp marching in the bottom lane, though, so if they're going to do something, they got to do it quick. They're in a hard spot. A lot of tough choices to be made here. Halftime going over to Periloot. Yeah, all this pressure is mounting down here. Someone's going to have to go back and clear. It's probably going to be Jaina. Maybe Sylvanas. Out comes the ring. Nano boost as well. Looking for a big swap. Jaina goes down as well as Whitemane. Hector in trouble as Toasty gets on him. Varian taking down that Ana. Phoenix backing on out. It's not looking good here for Varian. Varian stuck between two lurkers, and there goes Varian. But we're seeing core damage now, all the way back for Lurk Patrol as we have these catapults all lined up. Core is already down to 64%. We are going to see Sylvanas go back and clean that on up. But the core has taken a significant amount of damage, a huge swap onto Chromie. But maybe that's where Chromie wants to be, to finish off this Immortal. It's a 2v3, so this is a rough fight. Immortal does go over to Periloot, and there's Artanis going down. 54-second respawn. Phoenix chasing. Chasing. No. Chasing Murden. Murden should be able to get out fine. Alright, this is going to be a huge fight. Alright, the GGs are coming out already. It is likely, especially if Periloot decides to push with the Immortal. I don't know why they wouldn't. It's the only thing left to do. So we're going to have to see a hell of a defense here from Lurk Patrol if they want to come back in this game. But it's looking a little bit bleak. Still 18 seconds on Artanis. Here we go. Let's see what we can do. Still half a shield on the Immortal, but it is getting burned up fast, taking a lot of damage. Murden's trying to get out. Out comes the Salvo and Ring. Sands drop, and there's the core going down. Jaina falls, and this will be game 1 going over to Periloot. GG's. Oh, I guess I can't really... We'll just have to do it like that. There we go. There's some talents for y'all. That's where everybody was picking 11 to 11 as far as kills, so that was a close one. Periloot did a good job. They got ahead, and they won those fights. They created a lot of pressure in the lanes, getting those keeps. That one push where they got 2 keeps, that was really good. Here's some stats for you guys. My goodness, I'm a little bit parched. Time for soda water. Oh, yeah, just like that. All right. Okay, let's fire up game number 2 here. I'm not sure how many games there are, so hopefully people don't switch sides. But if they do, we'll deal with it when we get to it. But I do like the way that Jason's done it, to where on replay files it's hidden, so you're not sure exactly how many games there are. It's always nice to be surprised when you don't know the outcome. Where are you, game number 2? We need you. Okay. Looks like we are going to... Infernal Shrines. Excellent. Excellent. And everyone stayed on the same side? Perfect. Here we go. Game number 2. Periloot versus Lurk Patrol. Alright, and here we go. On the left-hand side is Periloot. We have Swill on Diablo. We have Elivmar. Elivmar? Yeah. Elivmar playing, I believe that's Jaina. Helio playing the Tyrande. Argle Booster playing Zeratul. And Toasty playing Blaze. This is Periloot. On the right-hand side, we have the red team. We have Gunny playing Johanna. Bickle playing Chromie. High Def playing Sonya. Harnock playing Falstad. And let's see, Ekdar playing Lucio. This is Lurk Patrol. Gonna get right into it. A little bit of a switch up between the Chromie swapping sides, the Jaina swapping sides. Maybe there's a little bit of stealing each other's heroes in game 1. I believe maybe the Johanna switched sides as well. See Zeratul dropping into the bottom lane right away from Periloot, as well as Blaze going into the top from Periloot. We're going to see Sonya go up there and join Blaze. They're going to give each other some high fives, a little bit of slap arounds. Zeratul surrounded by the enemy, but he is a slippery boy. Hard to lock down. Alright, let's see. Loon's chosen. Picked up by Tyrande. Once again, the first time again for Chromie. Stacking that Hammerang. Falstad. Decent push here from Blaze. onto the Sonya. It's got to be careful, though, if there's a rotation by the rest of Lurk Patrol. You got to watch out for that. We're going to see the siege camp started here by the LP. You know me. It's the LP. LPP? I don't know. My goodness. Siege camp also going to be looked at here by Periloot. Jaina making it back. Not ganked there in the top lane. It's same story here. Blaze seems to be doing quite well. There's that siege camp from Periloot. Chromie getting in some of that damage onto the wall there. Nice angle. Up to 4 stacks. 6 of 20 Fingers of Frost for Jaina. 8 stacks so far for Chromie. Shrine will be activating in 25 seconds, so we'll see if anybody tries to go for this bottom camp. Zeratul checking out what Lurk Patrol's up to. Gonna get in a little bit of damage onto Lucio. Just be annoying down there as he can. Probably won't get a gank versus 2, but what an inconvenience Zeratul can be to the other team. Mid camp is cleaned up. We do see the members of both teams heading towards the top, as now the shrine is ready. All you gotta do is caress it. And Diablo does. And here comes everybody else joining the party. Toasty is on the wrong side of this fight, trying to get back to the rest of his team. Taking a lot of damage. Maybe down to 103-0 done. And there goes Blaze and Lucio. So it's a 1-for-1 trade. And not a lot of action has been done onto the shrine, so all the fighting's been done pretty much in the lane. Both teams trickling back onto the objective. Lurk Patrol is kind of low here. Lucio is not with them. He did die, so he's on his way back up. Makes it a little bit rough to engage on a 4v4 when you don't have your healer and recovering from a team fight. Up to 20 skeletal minions collected here for Periloot, but now the 5v5 is back on. And now the health pools of Lurk Patrol looking pretty good going into this fight. Big stun by Blaze, though. Johanna getting slammed. Wallbang by Diablo, taking a lot of damage. Can Gunny get out? Gunny will get out just fine. But with the constant pressure from Periloot, will confirm the first Punisher going over to blue. Falstad flying to bottom. It's going to start soaking down there as we have a 4-man defense. A good bait over the wall. Punisher's already down to about 1/3 of its health. But it is the Arcane, making you play the only limbo you don't want to play. All of those circulating lasers and so much damage dropping onto Jaina. Jaina goes down, but also Lucio, so it's a 1-for-1. Johanna's still pretty low. A decent amount of damage onto the core, onto the core, onto this top fort. So getting some good value out of that Punisher, for certain. That Falstad Global. It's already been down in this lane for quite a while. Picking up some of that XP, catching up a little bit. Periloot grabbing this bruiser camp. Let's check in on some of our stacks here. 22 of 40 for Chromie. 4K towards Frostbite. Siege camp picked up by Lurk Patrol. Oh, here we go. Lunar Blaze. Alright, want to stack those up. Increase that damage at 7 stacks so far. Ooh. Possible engage and invade here from Lurk Patrol. They're going in. Is it a trap? Out comes the slowing sands. And the steal is complete and grabbed by Lurk Patrol. And Blaze is just really slow in that sand. Get a flip and a wall bang onto Johanna, though. That's taking a lot of damage. It's going to be able to get on out. Both teams close to 10. 10 will be popping soon. Sonya left to her own devices in the top lane. Jaina rotating up there to get that wave cleared. That soak. And I like this siege camp. It's free. You might as well grab it. Going over to Lurk Patrol. A little bit of an odd split right now, but good soak coverage by Periloot as they are first to make it to 10. Void Prison from Zeratul. Combustion. Yes. Combustion from Blaze. We have Ring of Frost from Jaina. Apocalypse from Diablo. There's that classic combo. And Starfall. That could be dirty if you land the Combustion, the Ring of Frost, the Apocalypse, and the Starfall all AoEing in one area. That could be brutal. Our 10s, though, also popping for Lurk Patrol as they pick up this bruiser camp. Blessed Shield on Johanna. Slowing Sands, as we saw. Sound Barrier on Lucio. Mighty Gust on Falstad. And yes, Leap on Sonya. Excellent. Everyone's picking my favorite ults. Aww! Alright. The Shrine will be active in about 5 seconds. Both teams are getting ready. Sonya's coming on down. These two camps are going to beat on each other up in the top lane. Periloot has elected to caress that shrine and pull forth those skeletal minions. A huge stun by Tyrande, and there's the Ring of Frost, but it is anti-synergy there with the Void Prison. Down comes Apocalypse. And they're low. There's Leap, but no one's gone down yet. But Johanna's taking so much damage, and there's the stun by Tyrande, and it will secure the kill as Zeratul scoops that on up. Wow. All right. Combustion is still available, so is Break It Down. Slowing Sands, trying to create a little bit of a distance there. There's Combustion, connecting huge onto Chromie. Chromie does fall. Break It Down used as well. Sorry, Sound Barrier. You know, Sound Barrier, Break It Down. So it looks like this objective, Punisher number 2, is going to go over to Periloot as they are just 5 away from securing that. Blaze already taken off. It's going to start clearing top lane because that camp did win out for Lurk Patrol.
Blue team finished the Mortal Punisher.
Alright, baited over the wall. It's jumping onto Johanna. Gonna see the camp steal, siege camp steal by Periloot. They're gonna snatch that on up. This fort is going to be taken. How much of the Punisher will remain afterwards? Already down to 40%. Might be able to get a little bit more damage onto this keep wall. We'll see. There are 4 defending, so it's a pretty good defense. Sonya and Blaze playing games up in the top lane. Over the wall onto Falstad. Give him a little spanking. You've been naughty on that bird. Getting down one tower. Maybe not another. And here, maybe a counter chase? We'll see. No, it looks like a good and fine disengage. Everyone's going to walk on out from that. Blaze, I guess left for a little bit. Maybe got some mid soak, perhaps. Missed that. Void Prison comes out. APOC, it does get timed well this time. There's a Starfall. Putting out so much damage, but not quite getting the kill. Very good patience that time. Lurk Patrol in full retreat. A big flip onto Johanna, taking so much damage, won't be able to get out. And Johanna does fall. 14 to almost 13. There it is. Almost a 2-level advantage for Periloot. They were fighting up a talent tier in that fight. And so far seem to have been taking control of this game so far. 10k towards Frostbite for Jaina. 34 stacks of Gathering Storm for the Falstad. Landing some stuns. 14 of 20 of Lunar Blaze. Let's see, anything else? Alright. Siege camp gonna be grabbed here by Periloot. And they need to get out. Ooh, Jaina almost ran through that bush right into a Johanna, but they do take that camp and they decide to get out and see where else they can go. On to camp number 2, and they're gonna grab that siege camp as well. Just like last game, they're going to take what they can and get the pressure pushing. They've only taken down completely 1 fort at this point, but they are very close to 16. Couple level advantage, and that always makes it hard to fight into. Yep, there's 16 talent tier advantage. Waiting in the bush. Is someone going to rotate down to that other camp? Maybe. Good flashlight there from Johanna to check to make sure that no one was there. Not interested in having their camp stolen. Whoever is. Alright, so here comes the push by Periloot onto this mid fort. APOC comes on out. Catches at least one. Starfall drops as well. A huge stun by Blaze. After taking so much damage, does fall. Followed by Diablo. And Zeratul is getting chased. Oh. There goes Falstad trying to get that pick on Zeratul. Gets taken down himself. And the shrine is active. Just waiting to lay hands on it like a game of hungry, hungry hippos. Periloot jumps on up there, and we'll start it with 2 members still down from Lurk Patrol. They probably won't be able to contest this right away. And it looks like they are just going to try and defend. Try to get what they can while the rest of their teammates respawn. Sonya's going to pick up this siege camp. We're going to see some wave clearing here by Chromie. Ooh, nice connection there. Johanna just getting the soak in the top lane. Not looking to engage, is already up to 32, 33 skeletal minions for Periloot. Alright, here we go. Punisher number 3 going over to Periloot in this Punisher, I guess, rich environment for Periloot this time, getting all 3 so far. Punisher likes to hit Johanna a little bit more than this fort, but then eventually gets back on track. It's gonna play with that doggo for a little bit. Jumping in on Johanna. Gotta be careful not to get picked here. A slam onto Johanna. Sound barrier comes out. And there is Gust. APOC coming down. Gotta watch out for that Punisher rooting, but the Punisher has fallen, so a pretty decent defense there by Lurk Patrol. They only lost 1 fort, and they got some structure damage here, dropping a tower, a little bit of damage on the gate, but that could have been so much worse. I'd see a rotation onto this mid fort by Periloot. I think they're trying to gauge what's happening here. Zeratul looking for the rotation, hiding in there, not gonna find it. Lucio taking a lot of damage from Zeratul's poison. And down goes the fort. And here comes the engage as a Ring of Frost and Combustion come out. Blows up Falstad. Watch out, Sonya getting stunned by the blaze. Down goes Sonya. Down goes Lucio. Johanna running for the gate. Down to 300, 400 health. Will be okay there. Another team fight win for Periloot. Well played. Rotating down onto this bottom keep. Johanna's going to do a drive-by. Not much to be done here. A little bit of range poke from Chromie. And down goes the keep. Looking for 20s now. Periloot is close. Jaina still not quite stacked to 15k. Very, very, very close, though. 43 stacks Gathering Storm for Falstad. Zeratul playing some games here with the rest of Lurk Patrol, trying to take their attention away from this camp getting picked up. Not that they would be able to do much about it anyways, but keeping that vision for his team. Periloot in control of the map is going to take control of these camps. I think we'll probably see an invade here now that they have 20s. Shadow Mending from Zeratul, Burn Notice from Blaze, Ice Blink from Jaina, Hellgate from Diablo, and Shooting Star there from Tyrande, as that siege camp is in fact taken. Zeratul spotted by by Johanna. He's taking a lot of damage, but is able to sneak on out. Ooh, a fly there from Falstad. A good gust might set them up, but it's a little bit too dangerous in that rotation, as Periloot knows what this is being attempted. Shrine will be active in 20 seconds. Going to get some siege damage in here, though, by Periloot. They have the talent tier advantage. They have the pressure in that bottom lane with that camp pushing. Nice stun there from Tyrande. And there is the Void Prison. There's Ring and APOC. It lands pretty well. Pretty good. And there is the Gust disengage. Nice patience there from Falstad. No combustion, but it would have been wasted with that pushback by Falstad. So even though they're behind, that was a very nice play by Lurk Patrol. All right, everyone's pushing the buttons on that shrine and activating it, picking up those minions as fast as they can. Here they go. There's still some pressure here in the bottom lane. Flip onto Johanna, just getting manhandled by Diablo a lot this game. But still, pretty tanky. Ooh, a lot of damage going out onto Ektar and onto Johanna and Falstad, but they will get that kill onto Zeratul. Out comes the combustion. Oh, so much damage spread as Lucio goes down. It's going to be Johanna next, probably Sonya. Sonya does fall, and this is going to be Periloot chasing a huge double stun onto Falstad. Blaze looking for that kill. Barrel rolling away. Falstad does get out. The core is going to be fine here. That's not going to be able to get through the shields. But this Punisher, 18-minute Punisher, it's going to go straight on to keep. Still 30 seconds plus for 3 members of Lurk Patrol. This is going to be, this could be it. Just looking at some of these damage numbers. 44k on Zeratul, 60 on Chromie. Punisher leaps onto the birdie boy himself. This keep will be sacrificed, trying to push out as much damage as they can onto this Punisher. It's down to 46 and hasn't gotten through the shields yet. Once again, Falstad just being the punching bag for this thing. But actually a decent play. They had to give up that keep, but they didn't get picked and they didn't lose their core. So that's a win.
Red team's core is under attack.
Alright, so we're gonna see this camp invade by Periloot. They came for something, they got the keep, and they're gonna take that camp as well. Actually, let's look at some healing numbers here. Lucio 63k, healing for Tyrande 41k. Alright. That passive always healing from Lucio is a good thing to have. These team fights, 13 to 4 kills though. Shows you how those team fights have been shaping up thus far. Favoring Periloot by quite a bit. Ping goes out for this camp. Says we don't need to fight. We have all the pressure. Let's paint the map blue. But here comes a rotation from both teams actually hovering around for this camp. This could be dangerous. Zeratul. It's going to be the first line of defense here for Periloot. Down comes Starfall as well as Void Prison. There's the APOC, there's the Ring, and there's the Combustion. The Gust from Falstad, but it's not enough to save. Oh, and there goes Johanna. Oh, Johanna 200 health. Maybe getting away. Oh my goodness, it's so close. Diablo's running and the charge. Oh, nice pop of Iron Skin. You love it. But it is Lucio and Sonya who fall in that last fight, and a good stun there. 40 seconds, though, for respawns, and Johanna just so low. 35 seconds now for members of Lurk Patrol to come back, and so we want core here, says Periloot, and they are going to be pushing, pushing, pushing. Getting some damage in. They have now gotten through the shielding. Oh, but very low on Tyrande, trying to get out of there. And Tyrande can't. Tyrande goes down. But there goes Falstad, and Johanna might be next. Getting a kill onto Blaze. Watch out, Johanna. The core is down to 14%, and that will be game number 2. Going over to Periloot. Well played. It's going to be a 2-0 in Deedles. All right, let me update my score here. Boop. There we go. All right, so it's a 2-0 Periloot versus Lurk Patrol. Winning those team fights, 16-6, really getting ahead and winning those objectives. I don't believe Lurk Patrol actually got any of the Punishers, but that's hard to do when you're behind and have to clear up all those camps that Periloot was really good at picking up and throwing down. 49k hero damage on Zeratul, 85k or Argyle booster on Zeratul, and then Bickle playing that Chromie, 85k hero damage, 114k siege damage, 166 damage to the siege variety from Blaze. Those some good games. All right, well, thanks everybody. That's the replay. Whoop! Oh, my stuff just crashed, didn't it? Oh no! Oh, we're coming back. Maybe we're coming back. All right. Woo-hoo. Sorry about that. All right, so that is the games that we have for this replay. Congratulations to both teams for an exciting matchup. Maybe you'll get them next time, Lurk Patrol. But well played, Periloot. Thanks, teams. I've been Weenus. I am Weenus. I've been Weenus. I will continue to be Weenus. Stay moist, my friends. I'll catch you next time.